Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ramblr feature videos. If you haven't seen any of our videos before, my name is Drago, and I'm a machine learning expert here at Ramblr. And in these videos, we show you all of our platform features, including features that we keep adding, sometimes how to use them, etc. So definitely check them out if you haven't seen them yet. But on today's video, we're going to talk about our instruction tuning dataset generation tool. So the idea is if you have seen any of these very large multimodal models that can interact with pictures, with videos, with text. You can ask them question about what's happening in the video, right? And many of these models have been trained using instruction tuning. And the way it works is that you give the model many examples of questions paired with their answers about a given image. Sometimes you give the model annotations, etc. But the idea is that you train it to understand, again, to reason over causality, temporal relationships, spatial relationships, etc. And turns out Rambler's data platform, right, or Rambler data engine, is especially suited for generating these tuning data sets, right? Because again, we're able to ingest very large amounts of data. We can generate annotations at different levels, right? Attributes, masks. We can generate scene graphs, activity prediction, etc. And give all of this to our tool to generate very large instruction sets, right? And not only that, but you can also take a sneak peek and also tune the question generation right in our platform. And that's exactly what we're going to look at. So we're going to go, well, we'll start in our Rambler.ai website, and we're going to go to our demo environment, just clicking here. Again, the environment loads, and it's going to take us straight to our demo project. Again, to use this portal, please take a look at our previous videos. Again, we have all the details and how to interact with videos, etc. Today, we're going to focus on this kitchen video. This video has been fully annotated, right? So we have masks and categories. We have some relations, some activities, right? Which again, we're not going to go into detail. Please do look at the previous videos. We also showed you a while back that we have our little AI assistant here as well, um, where we can ask questions about what's happening in the image, for example. So which objects are present in the image, right? And it can tell us, yeah, what's there, and then you can converse with the data set depending on the annotations you have, right? Um, but again, that we showed before, and the focus of today is our instruction tuning generation tool. So to access it, we have a little command here in our AI assistant, and we just do a prompt. So for example, we can tell it focus on single frames, right? And we're gonna specify a size of the conversation, which is a set of a few questions, just so we keep things, within a reasonable time. And you're gonna start seeing exactly it's streaming the questions and answer pairs, right? And again, this is just a few questions. And the idea of the tool right here is to be able to tune your prompts, look at the kind of questions you're going to be generating with your data, right? There we go. So if we look at some of the questions, right, you can see, for example, we can ask, we have the question of, okay, can you identify the object located at the top right corner of the frame, specifically within the bounding box at these coordinates, which get highlighted here. Okay, so that's just a bounding box there. And the answer, the object located at the top right corner within the bounding box, is a toaster. And this is a reference to the object ID of the toaster, right? That's been annotated throughout. We have attributes for it, etc., right? Masks for the whole video. And the idea is that then the AI assistant has access to this to generate the instructions, and also then, well, the model, once you're trying to tune it, right? Your multimodal LLM, right? Um, you can also tell it, for example, instruction set, focus on the order of events, right? And again, we're going to specify a size. And again, generates a new set of instructions. And this is right now, again, happening in real time. And of course, I'm using very generic prompts. You can use very specific prompts. You can tell it to focus on particular objects. You can tell it to focus on particular activities, etc. So basically, anything that's available in your data, right? So, for example, here, describe the final steps of the activity as the video progresses towards the end, and then it tells you in the final frames, in this frame range, the person spreads butter on the bread with a knife on a plate, and yeah, then spreads the jam, etc. Right? And then we can click here, and it takes us to where it's happening, and you can see exactly there's jam, there's batter, etc. Right? Not only that, but you can also download this. We can look at the file here. This is a JSON file that comes ready to ingest by your whatever training framework, right? This is actually follows the Lava or Ferret formats for conversations. So refer to those papers if you're curious. And the idea is that, yeah, we make it immediately available. You can generate much larger conversations. Here, again, because of the type of question I asked, it generated temporal reasoning conversations, but we also have other types, right? Again, focus on spatial aspects, etc. Um, and again, the idea is not to generate the entire data set here. This is more to like prompt, engineer a bit your conversations, and then you can use either our API or you can again contact us, and you can generate this at scale, right? Because the idea is these models don't learn with just a few examples, right? You need generally very large numbers in the thousands. But turns out with our data engine, we can do this based on your data, your particular data, right? We can again, we'll do annotations, we'll do activity prediction, etc., and we can generate very large data sets with very little effort. So you can, train or fine tune your multimodal large language model, right, for your particular application. And with that said, that's all I wanted to show you today. And again, if you have any questions, if you're curious about this feature, just reach out to us. And yeah, otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.